Batman is staking out the White House and has the entire Justice League perked up and ready for some action as he asks them if they see any sign of trouble. They ask Batman if he is sure they need to be present, and Batman responds that his sources confirm that terrorists have targeted the International Peace Summit currently going on. Time slowly inches forward, and we see Hawkgirl and Green Lantern flirting and stealing kisses from each other while they are on the lookout. We are then transported into what looks like a military operations room. One of the people working on the radar picked up a strange aircraft heading to Washington with no contact. The general asks for visual confirmation, but the fighter jets patrolling the space can't see the invisible aircraft. The general orders them to take it down, and the jets start firing, but the aircraft only reveals itself to be alien and completely unharmed as it starts firing back, taking them down. Batman sees the chaos in the sky and asks for the Justice League's report, to which they reveal, through Hawkgirl, that it is a Gordanian spaceship. The Justice League gets taken out one by one, as they are outclassed by the spaceship's defense mechanisms, and Hawkgirl has to save their ass for a change. They start to collect themselves and come up with a plan to defeat the Gordanians, only to be shocked when the ship is instantly taken out by a laser beam from a much larger ship. They think it is even more trouble, but Hawkgirl once again stops them as the ship opens up to reveal Hawkman inside. Hawkgirl says that Hawkman is her commander, and the Justice League is confused, especially Green Lantern, who looks particularly irked. But Hawkman has no time to explain as he requests a gathering of the world leaders, or Earth might be in danger. Hawkman drops a few bombshells in his speech, mainly revealing that Hawkgirl has been a spy this whole time, and was assessing Earth's defense capabilities, to which she concluded that they are weak. Hawkman then explains who the Gordanians are, and their countless atrocities to everyone, and to his people, the Thanagarians. He then proceeds to warn Earth that this danger is coming to them if they don't accept his help. After the speech, Green Lantern is pestering Hawkgirl about her keeping secrets from him and asks her if she is hiding anything else. Hawkgirl was about to say something before being interrupted by Hawkman, who kisses her in front of a fuming Green Lantern. Green Lantern shakes his hand and asks about their relationship, to which Hawkgirl reveals that they are promised to each other, which is like being engaged. Green Lantern leaves them be for now. The world leaders are discussing the risks of an alliance with the Thanagarians and whether they should be trusted or not, with Superman and Wonderwoman adding on to the discussion. Green Lantern goes outside to be sad in the hallway, and he has to get a pep talk from Batman and the Martian Manhunter about women.
Women.
On the ship, Hawkgirl and Hawkman are having a steamy hot moment before getting interrupted by Hawkman's lieutenant, who informs Hawkman of the humans accepting the alliance, while also privately warning him of Hawkgirl and her affection to humans, before getting laughed at and dismissed. Batman informs Wonderwoman of his suspicion of the Thanagarians' presence after only a single Gordanian ship attacks the city as they are dissecting a Gordanian corpse. Batman does not believe in coincidences, and sure enough, his suspicion is confirmed after he realizes the crew on the attacking ship was dead long before the attack. Batman infiltrates the Thanagarian ship wearing a disguise and realizes the Gordanians are nowhere near Earth. The security on the ship catch him and knock him out, but not before he relays his findings to Wonderwoman, who informs Superman before getting ganged up on and manhandled herself. The scene becomes an all-out war as the military launches a full counterattack to aid the Justice League against the Thanagarians. The Justice League gets overwhelmed and Green Lantern questions Hawkgirl's loyalty. She pleads with him and he trusts her for a second right before she knocks his ass out. Women, not even once. Hawkman informs the world that Earth is now under their control and acts as their garrison, and in order to protect Earth, the Thanagarians must roam and act freely without question or face their wrath. In simpler terms, this is a full-on invasion. Kragger, Hawkman's lieutenant, takes Hawkgirl on a trip to see the imprisoned Justice League members as he berates each and every one of them. He thanks her for providing info on their weaknesses and tries to get her to kill them once and for all, but she refuses to do so, fearing it might jeopardize their original mission on Earth. Perhaps there is still good left in her. Kragger seems to think so. Wonderwoman, however, already has a plan of getting out. She tries to seduce one of the guards, but to her surprise he was a sexist. But it doesn't matter since her charm has gotten him close enough that she bit his finger and took his knife away. He tries to fight back, but Wonderwoman opens her legs, invites him in, and then crushes him with her thighs. Classic. She frees all of the Justice League, and they escape from their prison in one piece. Hawkman and Hawkgirl are informed of the Justice League's escape and try to search for them everywhere. And to add insult to injury, they inform all humans that anyone aiding the Justice League will be punished. Martian Manhunter figures out that the only way to fool them is to walk around without their disguises, because they are looking for the Justice League, not the humans under the mask. The Flash has some hesitation before Batman shits on his party and says everyone's name out loud. Back on the ship, Hawkgirl is surprised Hawkman is using humans as slaves, and Hawkman shocks her further by saying that it is necessary to build a hyperspace bypass to better attack the Gordanians. Hawkgirl realizes that this will essentially destroy the Earth and kill everyone, but she's too much of a pussy to do anything about it now. The Justice League are found out, and Batman and Wonderwoman receive help from a restaurant owner as they pretend to be patrons who are only kissing each other. But they like it enough to flirt after the fact, so it wasn't all that bad. Hawkgirl, however, is having a heated conversation concerning the ethics of Hawkman's plan to kill humans in order to save Thanagarians. It ends with Kragger being an asshole to Hawkgirl and getting choked out by her. The Justice League regroup at the Wayne Manor and are surprised by Hawkgirl, who gives them the necessary information to understand Hawkman's plans and begs for them to understand that she thought she was doing right. No one trusts her anymore, and they are pretty pissed, so they take the info and respectfully show her the door. She gives Green Lantern his ring back and wishes he understands her position. Hawkgirl goes back to the Thanagarian ship and is immediately arrested by Kragger, who informs Hawkman of her treason and shows him the evidence. His reward? Getting punched in his stupid face.
Oh, let's go! That's class!
And also orders to kill anyone that opposes them in the future. Back in the Batcave, the Justice League plan how they are going to attack the Thanagarian device, and they are hit with an attack on the Wayne Manor. They fight Hawkman's men and easily defeat them. Martian Manhunter manages to enter Kragger's. He gets attacked by a bunch of Hawks within, but he still manages to go through and overwhelm him. Hawkman, on the other hand, is questioning Hawkgirl's motivations as he interrogates her in prison. Hawkgirl tells him once again that he is not the man she once loved, and he confronts her about her fling with Green Lantern. She tries to plead by saying she will forget about Green Lantern if he spares Earth, but the request does not work for Hawkman. Martian Manhunter uses the knowledge he obtained from Kragger's mind and disguises himself as the lieutenant to easily infiltrate the Justice League's watchtower that has been under the Hawkman's control. Batman tells Flash and Martian Manhunter that he plans to use the watchtower as a weapon against the Thanagarian by dropping it on their ship. But to do that, Batman had to dupe Flash and Martian Manhunter into an escape pod, because the watchtower needs to be guided, and he will sacrifice himself to do it. Superman, Wonder Woman, and the Green Lantern are all fighting the Thanagarians in their ship. Wonder Woman comes in contact with Hawkgirl's cell and frees her, but she is not happy about it. The Green Lantern meets Hawkman at the cockpit, and they have a bit of a manly sword fight while talking about who stole Hawkgirl from whom. Hawkman wins the cockfight and almost kills the Green Lantern, but Hawkgirl stops him at the last second. His response? He bitch-slapped Hawkgirl like there was no tomorrow. Hawkman seems to love a good sucker punch. They fight, and Hawkman easily overpowers her. Green Lantern then gets off his ass and outsmarts Hawkman to deactivate the force field around the ship. The watchtower manages to break through and hit the ship, but without Batman inside, as Superman rushes to save him at the last second. Hawkman orders his men to stand down as the mission has already been lost. He gives Hawkgirl a few bitter words about rebuilding everything and the time wasted, and she replies as coldly as she can. We see the aftermath of the war, and Hawkgirl is waiting in the living room of the Wayne Manor as the Justice League decides her fate. Alfred gives her tea and some words of encouragement about her always being a hero. Alfred informs her that the Justice League have made their decision, and as soon as she meets them, she tells them before anything that she can't forgive herself, and that's why she will be resigning. Watching a beautiful sunset alone, Hawkgirl reminisces about her decision to leave until Green Lantern enters the picture. Green Lantern tells her where she will be going now, and she tells him somewhere without any lies. He tells her if everything was a lie, and she answers by saying she always loved before flying into the sunset. Green Lantern tears up, whispering the words, "I love you too," as he watches her fly into the sunset. This was hands down one of the coolest, if not the coolest, finale to a show's season ever. It was a three-part masterpiece with countless moving parts and conflicts reaching their epic conclusions. For the first time in a while, most of the Justice League does not feel useless and nerfed like the usual. But you could still feel how dumbed down they were to even get the story progressing. Well, this brings us to the end of today's video. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to our channel to get more videos like this one. Your support helps us grow. And tell me, what do you think of this three-part finale? Did you see the Hawkgirl twist coming? Did you want the Justice League to flex their powers more? What did you think of the ending? Let me know in the comments below. I read all of them. And if you're watching till now, thank you. I'll see you in another video soon.